What will happen to your body if you stop eating sugar for a month? People tend to justify their weakness for sweet foods by saying that glucose contained in sugar is essential for human health. It gives energy, enhances brain function, and reduces stress. On one hand, it all sounds very convincing. On the other hand, though, it's not without a reason that sugar is called the white death. By consuming refined sugar daily, you're slowly killing your body. A better way of getting your daily dosage of glucose is by eating complex carbohydrates that are contained in cereal, vegetables, and fruits. Besides, you can substitute refined sugar with unrefined brown sugar that is rich in group B vitamins and minerals. How much sugar can you eat a day? To replenish energy, an adult needs between 20 to 25 grams of sugar per day, which is something like 4 or 5 teaspoons. The daily consumption of sugar should not exceed 50 grams, or 10 teaspoons. For kids, the daily dosage of sugar is 15 grams, or 3 teaspoons. Keep in mind that these dosages already include sugar contained in natural foods in the form of complex compounds. As for the usual white sugar, it's best to exclude it from your diet altogether. How much sugar is contained in popular foods? You'll be surprised to learn how much sugar is contained in the common foods, both healthy and not so much, that many of us eat on a regular basis. In just 330 milliliters of a sweet carbonated drink, there's a whopping 9 teaspoons of sugar. 1 liter bottle of Pepsi contains 20 teaspoons. With 300 milliliters of latte, you consume 7 teaspoons of sugar. 135 grams of fruit yogurt will make your life 5 teaspoons of sugar sweeter. Chocolate bar contains somewhere between 6 or 8 teaspoons. When treating yourself to a milk chocolate bar, you eat 10 teaspoons of white death. As for bitter chocolate, it contains twice as little sugar, or 5 teaspoons. A muffin and a glazed donut contain 3 and 4 teaspoons of sugar respectively. When eating a bowl of cornflakes for breakfast, you consume 5 teaspoons of sugar. And if you add a glass of milk, you'll eat 2 teaspoons more. In one banana, there are 3 teaspoons. A bunch of grapes and an apple contain 4. In an orange, the content of sugar is 6 teaspoons. 100 grams of lollipops contain between 12 and 15 teaspoons, while ice cream has at least 4. If you think that by drinking 200 milliliters of your favorite fizzy drink, or by eating half a muffin, you will stay within your daily sugar norm, you're wrong. Refined sugar is like poison to your body, no matter how much of it you eat. Which is why your daily glucose intake should come exclusively from natural foods such as vegetables and fruits. Let's find out why eating unlimited amounts of sugar can be extremely detrimental to your health. The harm of refined sugar. Glucose causes calcium depletion. This is why people who love sweets tend to have fragile bones, which result in frequent fractures. Calcium is vital for healthy teeth. Abusing sugar-rich foods may cause thin tooth enamel and cavities that destroy teeth from the inside. Excess glucose often leads to vitamin deficiency. High sugar intake inhibits proper absorption of vitamins and minerals from the food. Another dangerous consequence of uncontrolled sugar consumption is the dehydration of body tissues, which may cause eternal organ dysfunction. If you can't say no to pastry, chocolate, and fizzy drinks, get ready to see your skin age prematurely and lose its elasticity. Increased sugar intake may cause obesity, when visceral fat wraps around internal organs, causing harm to the entire body. Flatulence, cramps, and diarrhea may also have to do with the excess of sugar in the body. High levels of glucose in the blood stimulates insulin secretion, which may result in diabetes. Increased blood pressure, clogged arteries, and heart failure may also result from a weakness for sweets. Sugar stimulates production of dopamine and serotonin, the hormones that are associated with happiness and pleasure. This explains why many people, when faced with problems, turn to sweet foods, which may actually lead to depression. It's not a secret that satisfaction from a chocolate bar will pass in the blink of an eye without resolving your predicaments. Last but not least, people who can't live without sugar-rich foods risk developing psychological dependence that may be very hard to get rid of. Eliminating refined sugar from your diet is the first step towards healthier life. If you doubt it, why not do an experiment and abstain from sugar for 1 month? Let's see how it will affect your physical and emotional well-being. What will happen if you stop eating sugar? After just 2 days without sugar, you will notice the following changes. You will experience improved digestion and increased gut motility. No more constipation, diarrhea, stomach bloating, or excessive flatulence. You'll forget about mood swings, irritability, and anxiety that sweet teeth tend to experience for no apparent reason. You know how that is. They're coming up with all kinds of concerns and worries to justify another piece of cake or chocolate. If your kids refuse to eat healthy and throw tantrum every time you don't give them sweets, eliminating sugar from their diet will work wonders on their physical and emotional health. 2 days is enough to trigger changes in taste buds. As a parent, you should be very careful in those 2 days, so as not to give in when your kids start begging for their favorite sweets. And what about 1 week without sugar? That is what will happen to your body. A sugarless diet will make your skin look healthy and resilient. It'll make a greasy shine, and puffiness under the eyes go away. You'll start feeling energized and get rid of chronic fatigue. Your body will begin to maintain the required sugar level on its own instead of trying to adopt the glucose spikes caused by chaotic sugar intake. Sugar stimulates cortisol production. Cortisol is a stress hormone that may negatively affect your sleep. After just 7 days without sugar-containing foods, you will start falling asleep faster and enjoying a better quality sleep. You'll wake up feeling rested and refreshed. Now let's see what will happen if you abstain from sugar for 10 days. 10-day sugarless diet will lower the levels of bad cholesterol in your blood, which in turn will decrease the load on your cardiovascular system. Your blood pressure will come down to the normal level, reducing the risk of a stroke and heart attack. Seeing that heart disease is a leading cause of death worldwide, it's all the more reason to avoid sugar. You'll lose between 1 and 2 kilos, and if you have enough willpower to keep saying no to sweets, you sure will be able to maintain your new weight. In a month without sugar, you'll secure the achieved results and experience new health benefits. You'll see your skin rejuvenate. It will become smooth, luminous, and healthy looking. Plus, you'll finally get rid of acne. You'll lose between 3 and 8 kilos without rigid diets or strenuous exercise. Mind you, that's not to say that now you'll be able to eat unlimited amounts of roasted meat and forget about sport. You will benefit from an enhanced brain function. Excessive sugar consumption inhibits information exchange between cells, which makes it harder to absorb and reproduce information. Your hormones will balance out and your libido will increase as a result. Sugarless diet helps reduce the production of insulin that lowers the concentration of testosterone, the hormone that's responsible for the male sex drive. You'll increase good bacteria in your intestine. It'll have direct positive effect on your immune system and digestive function. Alternatives to refined sugar. How can I replace sugar in my diet? It's a common question among those who decided to abstain from sugar completely. Let's see what affordable and healthy foods can help you fight the urge to go back to a sweet life. Honey. Honey is a fragrant, nutrient-rich substance that acts as a natural sweetener. Stevia. Stevia is a sweet, low-calorie herb rich in vitamins and amino acids. Spices and nuts, such as cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla, and almonds. Dried fruits, such as apricots, dates, figs, and raisins. Maple syrup, citrus fruits, lemons, oranges, and tangerines. Fresh fruits and sweet vegetables, such as beets and carrots. Berries, barley malt extract. Along with refined sugar, you should also consider eliminating fast food as well as preserved and processed foods. This is a sure way to boost your health and become fit. Healthy foods, walking, and exercise can also be a great source of pleasure and enjoyment. Stay optimistic, believe in yourself, and the rest will follow. This content is for informational and educational purposes only. Consult with a doctor or healthcare professional before following any recommendations provided in this video. Tell us about your experience in the comments and subscribe to our channel.